This is the Healing Motion Physical Therapy Modified FIFA 11 Plus Dynamic Warmup. It should take less than 4 minutes to do this portion of the warmup when your team has it down. First, we start out with skips, and we will do that for 3 cones, which is 15 yards. And then you will finish out by jogging the remaining 3 cones and 15 yards. Then you will go ahead and jog it on back to the start. Then we transition into high knees. We will also do this for 3 cones, about 15 yards, and then transition into butt kickers. And then you will jog it on back. The team should get a pretty good flow of waiting either 2 or 3 cones before the next person goes, and it really should be a nice flow with the 2 rows going. Then we're going to go ahead and go into some hamstring kicks to get the hamstrings going. Usually the teams like to get a nice little rhythm of a skip between the hamstring kicks. Then we transition into the lunges. For each of these, we want to go 2 cones at a time. With the lunges, you want to make sure that the hip, knee, ankle are stacked. You're not letting the knee dive in. Then we transition into the side lunges to get a nice groin stretch. You alternate as you go. So we find that kind of breaking it up by these cones with a longer strip does just allow the team to be a little more efficient at warming up, and it gives the right amount without doing too much. Then as the players jog back, they will then transition into their hip openers and closers. So you'll do the hip in, and again, just getting a nice skip rhythm. In this one, with a lot of the kicking incorporated, we do 3 rows on this one. And we did transition right there at the 3rd cone to the hip out. Great. And then we are now transitioning into where we actually would utilize our partners in this workout. And so this one is the circle around the partner. And so we do 3 cones of circle around the partner where you jog forward, you side shuffle, and the players do practice communication, whether they're going to go in front or behind, which is nice little practice. And then we transition into shoulder contact to practice getting shoulder contact. Excellent. The idea is that you do pay attention on that shoulder contact with your landing, that you do land, and you kind of pay attention to make sure that your knees do not go inward on your landing. It's easy with that lateral motion for them to end up going inward. And then we're going to finish with our last one where we go our forward and backwards. So you will run 2 cones forward, and then you'll go back pedal for a cone, and then you'll repeat 2 cones forward. And so this is a great way, now that we did kind of some lateral movement and all the different movements, to kind of finish with a more soccer-like pattern. And then once you're done here, you're going to transition to your strength warm-up.
Hey, I'm Dr. Dane Happney, physical therapist with Healing Motion. I'm going to show you our nice quick strength warm-up that we do right after our FIFA 11 Plus warm-up and right before our plyometric warm-up to get going. So there's 4 exercises. You're going to do 1 set of 10 each. So the first one, you're going to take your band, put it around your boots. Try to make sure that band stays in the middle where there aren't spikes. On this one, you're going to tuck the pelvis under. You're going to hold this leg here, kick this leg out as close to the ground without touching, and then switch. And you're going to do 10 of those total, 5 each side. And you just get a little pause at the end of each one. Make sure that you're not letting that back arch. The weight of your leg's going to try to arch your back. Use your abdominal muscles to not let that happen. So you do 5 total, 10 on each side with that. Then you just do that same motion in standing for a nice little soccer strength. So you're going to think about being tall, trying to push out the bottom and the top of a box, same neutral spine you just had, and alternate that march and don't lean like that. And then again, 10 total, 5 on each side. I'm trying to keep my pelvis nice and stacked. I'm tall by squeezing this glute the whole time and kind of getting that alternating arm. Trying to limit my trunk lean, being nice and tall from the side. And make sure you're tall and you're not leaning back, nice and neutral. So you do 5 on each side, 10 total alternating that. Then we take our band, get up above our knees. A little bit of knee out's okay with this. You're gonna do your clams out into the band. You're gonna drive it out. 10 of them. This is a good self-assessment. So we're driving our knees out farther than we necessarily would for a squat. If you can't keep your feet flat on this and get your knees out very far, probably need to hit our ankle mobility playlist to get that ankle moving a little bit better. So 10 of those, then last your squat. Engage out, squat, knees are tracking nice and straight. You're gonna do 10 total of these. You want a nice deep squat, everything staying stacked, pushing up through the top of the box, squeezing with your glutes up each time. From the side, knees go forward, right to toes, and then you want your trunk pretty much neutral with your shin, or parallel with your shin bones. So a little bit forward, but not too far forward. Nice neutral spine throughout. You do 10 of those, keep the band on, because you'll go right into your double leg pogo jumps of the plyo, and then kick it off. And so that is our strength warm up. Strength 4, 1 set of 10. Make sure to hold that alignment, neutral pelvis, and rock and roll into your plyo, and then get playing from there. Have fun with it. Hi, I'm Dr. Dane Happney, physical therapist with Healing Motion Physical Therapy, and I'm going to show you our Soccer 6 plyometric routine that we do. Each of these you're going to do 1 set of 10 reps through. Should go pretty quickly. So first you're going to take your band, get it around your knees, engage out. You're going to do our pogo jumps. It's 5 small jumps, 4 to 5, and then a pause. You're going to do 10 of those. So that looks like 1. And so the idea here is that I'm making sure that I don't let my knees fall in. So I'm just keeping them nice and engaged out. So I'm not letting them wobble in. The band gives me nice feedback with that. So we'll call that 10. Then you're gonna kick your band off, and then you're gonna do our scissor jumps. Make sure hip, knee, ankle stacked. You're gonna pick a leg. We're gonna do 10 total, so that's 5 each side. You're gonna alternate. 1, and I'm making sure that my hip, knee, ankle are staying stacked the whole time. Smooth control, I'm not banging my knee. Make sure that knee's not wobbling. So there's my scissor jumps. Then you're gonna do 5 pogo jumps, single leg pogo hops, each leg, same stacking. Anywhere 3 to 4 to 5 little hops. Just find your rhythm. Staying stacked, trying not to lean my trunk. And same, you're trying to be quick, explosive, but quiet. Okay, so there's my pogo jumps. Then we're gonna do our speed skaters. 5 each side, 10 total. Same thing, explosive, but then that soft with that pause. I'm okay if that knee kind of falls in, just fix it. Get it better. Cool, so then we go to our compass leaps. We go square, and then we do turns. So we start north, northeast, east, southeast, same stacking, and then we switch north, northwest, west, southwest, and I don't really care which leg you start with, but start and do the other. Then we're gonna turn each direction. So it's gonna look like north, and you turn back every time. This one's the hardest, and real hard. Great, and switch. Focus on that stacking, explosive, but smooth and quiet. Cool, so that's our Soccer 6 plyometric routine. You just do 1 set through, 10 reps total of each, and just make sure that you have the proper stacking, knees not diving in, hips not kicking out, and explosive, but smooth. Have fun with that.